As students, we must continually strive to improve the image of our schools. You see, I believe that the way to treat problems in schools today is, well, we wouldn't have problems in school if people reached out to each other in the true spirit of friendship.
No.
All right,
Bravo.
Sarah.
Oh, so what you're saying is be nice? Gee, that's some heavy issue, huh?
All right, break it up. This is a school, not the Morton Downey show.
I don't know. The problem is, I didn't hear much about the issues.
This is ridiculous, Mr. Moore. The voters are being forced to choose between an idiot and an ineffectual female. I could beat the stuffing out of either one of them.
How do you know that?
You know me. I'm a political animal. My first words were Mama, Dada, and Nixon.
Well, you talk about a career in politics, but you've never actually run for an office.
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore. Me run for student council president? It's a waste of time.
Not necessarily. That can be an exciting experience, and it offers you the opportunity to serve your fellow students.
Serve them? Grow up, sir. No student president has ever made an impact on my life.
Well, maybe one will come along who will make an impact.
It's going to be an election where the most significant issue is whether we're going to have pineapple rings in the prom punch.
See, that's the really terrific thing about democracy. One person who's willing to go all the way can make a difference.
So what you're saying is this school needs a president with vision, brilliant ideas, and charisma. You're right. That's me. Dr. Samuels, I have an announcement and a request.
Yes, son, go ahead.
I have decided to run for president of the student body.
Oh, Alan.
And I humbly request your endorsement.
Oh, Alan.
Son, nothing would give me more pleasure. But as principal of this school, I must remain neutral.
It's a student election. And to preserve the sanctity of that institution, there can be no influence by the administration.
All I can do, Alan, is wish you what I would wish any other student. Good luck and Godspeed.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Samuels, that was wonderful. I know how much you want Alan to be president, and you did the right thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You're in charge of the ballot boxes, aren't you?
Yep.
Hey, Art, you know the television commercial from Sweden where they make that miracle solution that grows hair?
No, I've never seen that commercial.
Well, trust me, they're doing incredible things over there. Now, they sell it for 50 bucks a pop, but I've analyzed it, and I can make it and sell it for 40. But for you, 5.
Well, that's a great price, Dennis, but if you hadn't noticed, I already have hair.
Not on your upper lip, you don't. Now, you know how women love mustaches. Think Gable, think Selleck, think Wayne Newton.
You know, I've always wanted a mustache.
Hey, and don't forget your chest, right? Couple months, it's back to the beach time.
Well, How much a bottle?
10 bucks.
Yeah, I thought you said 5.
5's my cost.
Oh.
All right, 6 bucks.
Okay, Dennis. It's a deal.
Okay. Just be sure not to get any on your tongue.
Okay.
Arvid, I can't believe you fell for that. He still owes you 250 bucks for the Russian blue jean scam.
I'm way ahead of you, Eric. Do I look like I just got off the bus from Lake Stupid?
Yes.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, sir.
Listen, since we are a week away from a school election, and this is a history class, I thought we should investigate some parallels.
Excuse me, Mr. Moore, can I make a small announcement first?
Announce away.
Well, with the election less than 1 week away, I hope I have the loyal support of all of you here in the IHP.
Good luck, Sarah. So, continuing in that vein, dirty politics. From the backstabbing of Julius Caesar to the miracle of Cook County, Illinois, where citizens not only rose from the dead, they voted twice.
Mr. Moore, may I just say something?
Fast. Say it fast.
I just can't sit on the sidelines and watch this travesty anymore. I'm tossing my hat into the ring. What? Well, the people are clamoring for a real leader, someone they can look up to. I say that man is Alan Pinkard, your next student council president. Who's with me? Okay, who's leaning my way? Okay, that's 9 people in the undecided column.
Not undecided, Alan. To know you is to reject you.
Well, fine. There are still thousands of people out there who don't know me. I can be whoever they want. Guys, think about this. Extra academic credit for achievement in sports. Huh? Honestly, I come from a long line of cheerleaders, and someday, God willing, I hope to marry one. Hi, man. I just thought you might like an Alan Pinkard souvenir pocket protector. Homework should be voluntary. Pinball machines in detention hall, more parking spaces for motorcycles, and definitely extra credit in art for graffiti.
Mr. Moore, nobody's gonna buy that stuff, are they?
Well, people have bought a lot less.
Dude, he made a few good points.
I rest my case.
Yo. Arthur. What do you think? You think it'll work?
On Dennis, yes. On girls, no way. Dennis, how you doing, buddy? Listen, my friend Arbor here would like to talk to you about his mustache.
Hey, it's a slow process. It takes time. I don't want to hear anything about a refund. What's that?
What's it look like? It's a mustache.
All right, come on. Nobody believes that stuff works.
Well, of course it doesn't. Not till I started fooling around with it, and now, well, it works.
Hey, that's a fake.
Oh, yeah? Watch this.
Ow! Oh! I'm not kidding. Dennis, this stuff was useless until I added the Folicate Penetrol.
The what?
It's the missing catalyst in the formula. It penetrates the epidermal tissue, providing a pseudo-endocrinological reaction in the follicles. But you have to be careful. It does burn a little.
We're rich. We're rich!
I think you got that wrong, pal. He's rich.
Hey, RV, come on. We're partners, right?
Gee, Dennis, you know, I never thought about this in terms of money.
In the 1964 primaries, Nelson Rockefeller was the leading Republican candidate for the presidency. Now, when he married a divorcee without the custody of her children, his opponents made that a moral issue, and Rockefeller lost the nomination rather than give up the woman he loved.
He should have dumped her.
That's exactly the type of remark that I'd expect to come from you, Alan.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You'll say anything anybody wants to hear just to get some votes.
Okay, tomorrow the 64 campaign, that includes the infamous Democratic commercial that showed what would happen if you voted for Goldwater. It's a 3-year-old girl holding a flower. She's vaporized by an H-bomb. See you then. Arvid, I like the stash.
Yeah, thanks. You know, coming from you, Mr. Moore, that's a real compliment.
Can I give you a grooming tip?
Sure.
It's on crooked.
Okay.
Sarah, I've been going over and over the results of the newspaper's latest poll, and I can't believe it, but Alan's really making inroads.
The people have spoken.
I don't believe in polls. They're not scientifically accurate.
No, I mean, he's taking votes away from Barry. Mostly the uncommitted and the should-be committed. You're in first place now, Sarah.
On the other hand, when interpreted properly, polls can be a very useful tool.
Well, don't get too cocky. Those polls also show my momentum, my groundswell of support. My message is getting through.
What message?
Well, you know, the speeches I've been making, the platform I've been running on.
The line you've been handing them.
You know, Alan, superficiality and good looks can carry you just so far. Like to the vice presidency. But if you seriously want to run against Sarah, you might consider sneaking a few issues into your platform. You'd be surprised how many voters are interested.
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore, what issues does she have?
Oh, Alan, I happen to have found some new issues, and I'm going to present them to the student body tomorrow. For instance, I found out that the school board has a surplus fund. I'm going to see to it that that money goes for remedial math and reading programs, AIDS information, sex education, and a daycare in the school.
You call those issues?
Well, beats getting extra credit for graffiti.
Mr. Moore, in the first place, remedial programs are typical examples of big government. And young lady, sex education encourages promiscuity, and daycare in the school flies in the face of every moral principle this country stands for.
Alan, we've gone over these issues with some of the more interested voters, and they're very enthusiastic.
So you and Barry have fun fighting it out for second place.
And I will make sure that the auditorium, when not in use, will be made available for the showing of cartoons.
Barry. You don't know what the voters in this school want. Not that I have anything against cartoons, of course.
And I suppose you know what they want.
Yes, I do.
Yeah? What?
Well, they want real issues, right, folks?
Hey, name one.
Yeah, name one.
Well, for instance, they want money to go toward math and remedial reading programs, AIDS information, and daycare in the school.
Wait a minute. Those are my ideas.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I'm glad to see you're coming around to my way of thinking. Those should be everybody's ideas. And after the election, I hope you'll join with me to make those ideas a reality. Thank you.
You are co-opting my issues and trying to steal the election. You are a crook, Alan.
I am not a crook. I'm an opportunist.
Oh, Mr. Moore.
You're both right. Alan's a crook and an opportunist.
It's not gonna work, Alan. I'm in the lead and I'm gonna stay there.
Well, actually, Sarah, Alan's now in the lead by 6%.
I don't believe in polls. They're not scientifically accurate.
Alan, I was one of the people who thought Dan Quayle had a few redeeming characteristics. But let me tell you something, sir. You're no Dan Quayle.
In India, we have a name for people like you. Weenie.
So in the 72 primaries, Senator Muskie was being harassed by Nixon's troops. Racist letters were sent out on Muskie's stationery, and Muskie withdrew from the campaign. So, Nixon succeeded in removing one more obstacle to his re-election and proving once and for all that he deserved the nickname Tricky Dick. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
Mr. Moore, may I talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
I expect them to be mad at me. In fact, I kind of enjoy it. But I didn't expect it from you.
Well, I'm only human.
Aren't you the guy who encouraged me to run? I mean, didn't you want me to try to win? I'm employing professional tactics. That's the way it's done in Washington.
Well, I'm not sure Washington's the best place to look for a role model. I worry about you, Alan. I mean, you're running as a non-person. Where's your philosophy?
I have one, Mr. Moore. First you win, then you find a philosophy.
No, Alan, I've never agreed with your political views, but I can respect you for standing by them.
You mean it? You respect me?
Well, up until this past week. I know that you think of yourself as a politician, but I'm not sure you have the stomach for real politics. I think you're frightened.
Frightened? Of what?
Losing.
Losing. I am not afraid of losing.
Well, that's good, because you don't have to be. See, you can learn from your mistakes. You can bounce back. I mean, look at your hero, Richard Nixon. I mean, here's a man who's bounced back more than the guy in the Friday the 13th movies.
Jason.
Jason, yeah. Richard Nixon is the Jason of American politics.
If I I can't win some piddling little high school election against a girl and a musclehead, then my career's over before it started. How can I live with the humiliation?
Losing an election can hurt, Helen. I mean, it is rejection. Losing your integrity, that's something to worry about.
Gee, Dennis, I've been thinking. I could never sell our discovery for money. I'd feel awful. I mean, this is something that could really help people.
Don't think of it as money. Think of it as things money could buy. Like a house in the Bahamas, or a Porsche, or a new wardrobe.
Now, see, this is going to be our scientific contribution to the world. Take it.
No, wait a minute, Arvid. You can't just give this away. Hey, you got some money in this thing, don't you?
Couple $100.
Oh, so the least you could do, Dennis, is buy the poor guy out.
You got it.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I on? I'm on? Oh. Students of Fillmore High, today you embark upon an important civic duty. I'm not on. Crying out loud, am I on? I'm on. Students of Fillmore High, today you embark upon an important civic duty. Today you cast your vote for one of the 3 candidates. Barry Vincent.
Yeah, Barry.
Sarah Nivens. Sarah! And Alan Pinkard. Hold it, the candidates will speak for no more than 5 minutes. Barry?
Point number 23. I will demand that we have Playboy magazine in the library at all times. Hey, there's some good articles in there, huh? Point number 24. The homecoming queen shouldn't have to have a C average. Look, I know some great chicks who really just don't have it all together up here, so let's give them a chance. What do you say?
Thank you. Your time is up. Sarah Nivens.
And I believe we need more remedial programs, expanded sex education, AIDS information, and daycare in the school. In conclusion, I hope you all know where I stand, because what I say is what I believe. Thank you.
And now we will hear from our final candidate, Alan Pinkard. Take it away, son.
Yes, sir. Fellow Fillmorians, now I want to tell you what I believe in. I believe in honesty and integrity and issues. The issues that put me over the top actually belong to my opponent, Sarah Nevins. She believes in them. I borrowed them because I thought they'd help me win. But now I'm giving them back because I don't believe in any of them. I might as well tell you what I do believe in. I support cuts in the athletics budget. I feel that random locker searches can be an effective tool in the war against crime. And let's stop fighting censorship in the school newspaper and give it a shot. It just might work. All right. Well, some of you may not agree with me. But then again, who has higher SAT scores, me or you? And now about a mandatory Pledge of Allegiance.
Madam President.
And thank you all for your support, and I promise to do my best to fulfill the trust that you've placed in me.
Sarah, relax. You got the job.
Sorry.
I knew you could do it, Sarah.
Oh, really? Then why'd you print this?
I had to send it into the printer last Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's get started. I think we've talked enough about dirty campaigns. Let's talk about the administrations.
Alan, that was a good speech you gave yesterday.
And you're good at ducking food?
Stop trying to cheer me up.
Well, you know, Alan, Abraham Lincoln was defeated in 4 major elections before he made the presidency of the United States.
But I'm not Honest Abe.
It's true, but you're on your way.
Here, Alan. I thought you might like that for your scrapbook.
Thanks, Sarah. I'll give it to my mom. I haven't told her yet.
But don't worry, Alan. Your time will come.
No, I don't think so. You're not gonna have Alan Pinkard kick around anymore. I've waited my whole life to say that.
Okay, 2 milligrams of sorbitol. What's next?
Sodium hexametaphosphate.
Okay. What is this from, anyway?
Well, I'm gonna put it this way. Dennis is gonna be rubbing marshmallow nougat into his upper lip.
Here he comes.
Hi, Dennis. You got the money?
Yep. You got the formula?
Yep.
I can't believe it, Arvin. I did it. I outsmarted you again.
Not so fast, Dennis. Look. There is no secret formula! I made it up! It's a phony! Finally. 200 and...
Morning, everyone.
Morning. My report, sir?
Oh, great, thanks. Great. Okay.
Here you go.
Thanks. Where's your report, Dennis?
Oh, it's really good. It's an A. A minus easy.
Well, why don't you let me read it, and that way the grade will be more official.
I'll get it to you.
Why is it late?
Well, you see, it's about the Iran-Iraq war, and there's a ceasefire.
Yeah, so?
I'm waiting to see how it turns out.
Why don't you write it up to the point of the ceasefire?
Oh, I have it up to that point. I have that.
Good. You give me that before today is finished, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate her. I'd like to shove that stupid whistle down her stupid throat. I'd like to take a barbell and wrap it around her head.
That's too good for her. We ought to tie to the trampoline and bounce on it for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I got it. We make her run 100 laps, seal her in a rubber suit, and then lock her in the sauna. Then she'll know how it feels to sweat to death.
Good.
You know, if you're talking about Barbara Bush, you ought to give her a chance.
They're talking about the First Lady of Girls' Gym.
Oh, you mean Holly Collingwood, teacher from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah. Oh, come on. How bad can Ms. Collingwood make girls' gym?
In the Air Force, she was known as the Beast of Basic Training.
If General Patton were alive, she would have slapped him.
Mr. Moore, you've got to help us. Talk to her. You would really hate her.
Yeah.
Well, it Sounds like fun, but I think I'll pass.
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore, please. Yeah, Mr. Moore, we need someone to get her to ease up on us.
Actually, I did read this ad for a hitman in the latest Soldier of Fortune.
Well, another day.
Oh, Charlie, you want to chip in $5 for Mrs. Kelsey's baby gift?
Sure. What are we getting her?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I was thinking either some jammies or booties, maybe a blankie.
Gee, what about stockies or a bondi? Yeah. By the way, have you met the new girls' gym teacher?
Oh, Miss Collingwood?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think of her?
She's nice. She straightened out that bent bike rack.
Sounds more and more interesting.
45! 46! 47! 48! 49! 50! Up! I want to see your happy, smiling faces. Up! I do not want to see feet unless they're flat on the floor when I turn around. On the line, find your spot with your toes attained. Very good. Crusher! What is this?
A spin?
The thing that is spinning, Drescher. The thing.
A ball?
Are you sure? Good. Now that we know what it is, what do we do with it? Nevins!
Spin it?
Incorrect. We catch it, Nevins, catch it. Now what do I want you to do?
Catch it?
Throw it, Nevins, throw it. You're pathetic. I can see you girls need some concentrated work on your upper body strength. Merriman, how's your upper body strength?
Strong enough to hold a credit card?
Then you'll be in big trouble if you live beyond 19 years of age, won't you?
I don't want to look like the Incredible Hulk. I'd rather look like a woman.
Yeah, really.
You too, Borges?
Sort of.
This sort of woman you're going to be. Will she marry?
I guess.
Hypothetical question. You're happily married. You're at home. Your 7-year-old child's riding his tricycle in the driveway. The neighbor comes home, runs over him, crushes him. He's pinned. What do you do?
Scream.
Too bad you don't have any upper body strength. You could have saved his life. As it turns out, he's a goner.
Oh, my God.
Great. You just set our therapy back 3 years.
Four Eyes, when I refer to the upper body, I don't mean the mouth. Hit the ropes.
Leave her alone. Did I say that?
Yes, Foster, you did. I didn't realize you had a backbone. Let's test it out. Sit-ups, 50 of them. Now!
Oh, no.
You don't have to do it, Simone.
Yes, Simone. Get up. Get up. I'm sweating. That's right, Simone. Get up off that book. We come to school to learn. We're high school students, not Contras.
Nobody wants you here. Why don't you go back to wherever it is you came from?
Yeah, if you can find the rock.
Hey, that's enough.
Who are you?
Well, forgive the intrusion, Miss Collingwood. I'm Charlie Moore. I teach history to most of these girls, although at the moment I can't say I recognize them. And I would like to apologize for their behavior.
Huh. What about yours?
Sorry?
You, out.
Why?
Because I am the one in the gym garb, and you are the one in the history garb. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you, sir, are pulling rank in the wrong room. 20 laps, move.
Oh, come on.
Go, now. Move. You and I, sir, have a private caucus.
There he is. Come on. Okay, Mr. Moore, I know you're expecting my report by the end of the day, but I have a good excuse, and I brought Arvid here to back me up. My computer melted.
My word! What is the name of the disease you two boys are carrying? Oh, and look at these fingers.
They look like they're cream filled. What's holding your head up? I've seen thicker necks on a snake.
We don't have to take that kind of talk from you.
Yeah, we're in boys' gym.
Oh, not at this moment, you're not. Give me 20. Laps, splatterbrains. You, Laurel, move, Hardy, follow, go. 20 laps.
Mr. Moore,
It's a chance. Run for it.
Go. Hut, 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 hut. Allow me to be direct. I do not need to be rescued by any man. And furthermore, I do not allow another teacher to waltz into my class and speak for me.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry if I stepped on your toes. I'm sure that you had plans to reprimand the girls.
Nope, no reprimand was in order. Do you know anything about Aikido, Mr. Moore?
A little. Yeah, it's a defensive human exchange in which you attempt to use your opponent's strength against him or her.
That's how I teach. I push. Finally, they're pushing back. I tear down useless individuals and rebuild them back up into fine athletes.
Well, if that method works for you.
Oh, it does. Except for the odd time you've reassembled an individual and you look over on the workbench and there's a spare part. I love that one. All right, come on, get a move on. I want to see some action. How about you?
Well, I prefer to build them up rather than tear them down. You know, you provide a blueprint for learning and occasionally hammer in a loose plank.
Oh, that's good. You want to remember something like that to say on your deathbed.
You are a tough one, aren't you? But Air Force, right?
Second generation, born at Clovis, raised on 12 bases in the States, as well as the European theater.
Well, sounds like an interesting life.
No complaints. All right, come on, let's get it moving over there. Come on. Ho, 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 ho. You know, Charlie, you're the first member of the faculty who's even attempted to communicate with me. The others kind of wimp out. Well, I have a tendency to be direct.
No kidding.
Oh, no, I do.
Well, I heard a lot of interesting things about you, and I wanted to meet you. And about your class, there was no intrusion intended.
A thank you is in order.
Not at all.
You want your boys back?
No, they're all yours.
Yeah, pitiful. A worm and a snail in the rain. More!
Yeah.
Do you ever go anywhere?
Often, yeah.
No, I mean, maybe we, well, do you like hockey?
I like to watch, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I have season tickets to the Rangers games, and, tonight?
Sure.
Well, good. I look forward to it.
Okay.
Later. Move! Move! Move!
Cheese squish?
Oh, Dennis. You know, I can't believe you still haven't done your report.
Arvid, I started to. I turned on my computer and everything, but I got sidetracked. I started hacking into the FBI computer. Oh, that reminds me. You're now public enemy number 3.
Those Rangers really stunk up the rink last night.
What are you talking?
I've seen tougher cross-checking and Snoopy on ice.
What? The Flyers played incredibly. I mean, Hextall made some brilliant saves.
Charlie, I didn't know you were so passionate about hockey.
Well, I'm not like Holly. She throws her beer in the air.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about your coat.
Oh, wow. So, if you give me a chance to return the favor, I happen to have tickets for tonight's Knicks-Cleveland game.
Hey, the big guys in shorts? Sure, why not?
Well, tonight, the beer is on you.
I love that one. Isn't he something?
She's something, huh?
Huh.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What did I do?
We just wanted you to talk to her, but you've done better. You're dating her. We owe you one, thanks.
We're not dating. We just went to a hockey game.
Yeah? What about the basketball game tonight?
The basketball game tonight is not serious. However, the problems facing Anastasio Somoza in Nicaragua in 1979 were serious.
Why? Was he dating a gym teacher too?
Morning. Hi.
Oh, hi, Charlie. Hey, I looked for us in the news clips of the game last night. I think I spotted your coat.
How did it look?
Wet. Hey, I got tickets to the Coleman Marshall fight Saturday night. Are you interested?
Yeah, but no more sport food, okay? These hot dogs, I'm waking up in the middle of the night.
Me too. We keep it up, we'll wind up looking like this. I think I got the perfect solution. My apartment tonight. My home-cooked turkey loaf. No preservatives, brown rice, fresh steamed veggies. What do you say?
I don't think you should go to all that trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. We're friends. I care about you. We on?
Sure. Thanks.
Okay, good. Later.
You dog, you! You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
You know.
If I keep saying that I don't, are you going to keep hitting me?
Right. You're a gentleman. I can appreciate your discretion.
Well, if you are referring to Miss Collingwood, I assure you there's nothing serious between us.
You heartbreaker, you.
Look, I consider her a friend, and that's it.
Right, and I consider you a friend for trying to mellow her out. But be careful. She can clean and jerk twice her own body weight.
He certainly is making a big deal out of all this.
I'll say.
I mean, just because you and Miss Collingwood are dating.
We are not dating, Miss Mira. We're just friends.
Oh, friends on their third date in 3 nights?
They're not real dates.
Charlie, you've just been invited to a single woman's apartment for a home-baked turkey loaf. In femalese, that is a date.
Well, I don't think she looks at it that way. She's different.
Oh, that's for sure. But she's still a woman. And she has feelings and she has dreams. Did you notice that she's wearing that pink and lavender tracksuit?
Now, surely you don't think that...
Dennis, this is a copy of an old report. He'll never buy this.
Why not? I did. $20 to a guy at NYU for this.
Morning.
Hey, Mr. Moore, my report.
Great, about time. Looks like a very professional job, Dennis.
Thank you. Thank you.
You sure you want to turn this in?
Yeah. No.
Good. Still, the best grade I can now give you is a B, unless, of course, you don't want to turn anything in until tomorrow, in which case the best grade will be a C.
Dennis, you blew $20 on this when you still owe me $20?
Here, we're even.
Okay, let's get started.
Mr. Moore, you're a miracle worker.
I'm very flattered, but we still have to get started.
She means with Queen Kong. You've turned that woman into a human being.
It's true, Mr. Moore. Yesterday, she was understanding. She was nice. She didn't even once call me maggot.
Well, it's very nice, but I don't think I had that much to do with it.
Men, they're so naive.
Isn't it obvious, Mr. Moore? She's crazy about you.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm just no good in sports.
Whoa, Behrman. Maybe I've been too hard on you. There must be something physical you're good at.
How about shopping?
Excellent. Let's more appropriately redirect our attention into that arena.
You know about shopping?
Of course I do. Where do you think I get my clothes? Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Very good humor. All right, now, you spot a sale rack. You want to force your way through the crowd. The pick and roll technique can be as handy at a half-price bin as it is right here on the basketball court. That's how I get my sport bras. 3 for $5. I buy in bulk. All right, girls, hit the showers.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great. Listen, have a great date tonight. We want to get out of gym early tomorrow.
Hey, Charlie, hi. Hey, what do you say before the fight Saturday night we barbecue, huh?
Well, I tell you, I'm not sure that I can make it.
Oh, got something else on?
I really don't know how else to say this. I'm not sure that I should come for dinner tonight.
Why not?
I think that we've started spending too much time together.
We'll eat fast.
I think I misrepresented myself, and I let this thing go too far.
Oh, that's very sweet. What the hell are you talking about?
You're new in town, and you don't know a lot of people. You did just break up with a guy, and now you're developing this thing with me.
Oh, I see. It's a thing, is it? I think I'm beginning to catch your drift.
Good, because I think I can understand the feelings you have for me.
Oh, yeah? And just what are those feelings, Charlie?
Infatuation.
Oh. You do know you're making a complete idiot of yourself, don't you?
I am?
Oh, yeah. Your helmet's on way too tight. Who the hell do you think you are? I wanted somebody, a friend, to go to a couple of ball games with, that's all. Maybe... Never mind, forget it.
Hey, come on, Holly.
Hey, what did I just say? Forget it. I know who I am. Who are you?
Holly, it's Charlie Moore.
Charlie Moore, the idiot?
Well, I'm such an idiot, I guess I wouldn't really know, would I? Hi. I'm sorry if I surprised you. May I come in for a minute?
Minute? I'll set the timer.
Look, I made some assumptions, and I was wrong. The thing was not a romantic thing. It was something called friendship. I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Thanks for dropping by.
What about the friendship?
Oh, we're back to that again, are we?
Well, I think we were always there. I just didn't recognize it.
Well, I don't do so well at friendship. I make mistakes.
Well, can I give you a piece of advice? I mean, that's something that friends do. But they need their friends to forgive them.
Oh, you want me to say I forgive you? I can't. It's not me. Besides, someone might hug someone, then someone might get the wrong idea.
Look, I admit that I certainly got the wrong idea about a few things.
Why? Do women throw themselves at you every day?
What? Not exactly. I had a pretty decent run in college, yeah.
I don't have to hear about it, do I?
Look, I made my appearance. I made my apology. And obviously, my 1 minute is up.
Well, that just means the turkey loaf is ready.
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Well, I can't eat it all. It's too much food.
Holly, I didn't come here for a meal.
I know that. Charlie! I want you to stay for dinner. I want you to stay. What do you say?
Would I have to eat the steamed cauliflower?
No. Not all of it. Not any of it. I'll eat the cauliflower.
You'll eat the cauliflower?
Sure. What are friends for? Come on, get yourself a plate.
All right.
Take your coat on. Here.
Morning, Dennis. You have something for me?
No. No, Mr. Moore, I don't. And I'm not going to give you some lame excuse either. I just didn't do the work. Nope, don't say anything. I know that I've let you down. So you know what? I am going to go home this weekend and think long and hard about what I've done.
I don't think so, Dennis. I think you're going to be doing laps.
Laps?
Yeah. Call them history laps. I want you to trace every major event in the Iran-Iraq conflict from the point of view of Iraq. And then I want you to go back and retrace the same events from the point of view of Iran. And then I'd like you to examine all of those same events from the point of view of every member of the United Nations.
Mr. Moore, that'll take weeks.
Yeah, but Dennis, you're going to build a lot of upper body strength.
Charlie, how many college recruiters did you invite?
53.
Yeah.
And here are the faculty assignments.
Great.
Excuse me, Mr. Moore. You have to explain some of these recruiters you've invited.
Such as?
Greenpeace. Greenpeace, that's not a college. Bowling Green's a college. Greenpeace is a whale watching or something.
It's an organization dedicated to saving the planet. I just thought that some of the students...
I'm trying to send kids to college, not out looking for Moby Dick. And look at this. Why, you've invited the armed forces.
Okay, Dr. Samuels, I'm not going to be able to get this done unless you stop interrupting.
Okay, I'm a reasonable man. I'll drop by during your first period and we'll discuss it.
That's another thing, sir. Okay, how can I say this nicely? I would appreciate it if you would not come into my classroom unannounced anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, you just walk in anytime you feel like it, and it's an interruption.
You don't want me in the classroom?
No, it's not that. It's just that...
My kids. You don't want me to see my kids.
Well, it's not a custody battle, Dr. Samuels. I just don't want you to interrupt my teaching the lessons to my students.
Of course, I understand. Don't worry about me, Mr. Moore. Miss Muir, I'll be in my office. And I don't want to be interrupted.
Good morning, everyone.
What's so good about it? My father wants me to go to Columbia, where he went. My mother wants me to go to Caltech, where she went. My Aunt Lurleen wants me to go to cosmetology school. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Beauticians make a nice living. What am I talking about, Mr. Moore? I just can't make a decision.
Well, you just decided not to become a beautician. That's a start. Well, it's college recruiting day. Bunch of people come by, they tell you why they think you'd want to go to their school. I mean, it's nothing to get worked up about.
Oh, don't be naive, Mr. Moore. I mean, we all have good grades, but good grades aren't enough. Right. If you make a good impression, they hear about it. Right. If you don't, you're on your way to motel management.
That's right. This is our futures we're talking about here.
Well, I think college is a long way off.
Mr. Moore, on Friday, we have to be poised, confident, articulate, well-groomed.
What are you looking at? Okay, so I'm not Ralph Lauren.
I'm not even Ralph Cramden.
What you're all feeling is normal. Interviews make us all nervous.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Okay, so they make some of us nervous. Okay, Alan, what gives you the nerves of steel? You've already chosen your college?
You don't choose Harvard. Harvard chooses you.
And Alan Pinkard is one of the chosen people?
It's a mere formality. I've already selected my major and bought my books. I've also picked out my dorm room. Southeast corner of the quad, 3rd floor, overlooking the business school.
They showed me that room. I didn't like it.
You're going to Harvard, too?
Colleges have been calling me for years.
She's holding out for a sorority house with monkey bars.
Darlene?
Well, the Bryn Mawr recruiter is a business associate of my father's. I'm taking her to lunch at the Four Seasons.
Oh, Darlene, that is the worst.
Not since Andre took over the kitchen.
Why is everybody making such a big deal about this?
Maria, you're not nervous?
Look, you go to some college, you get out. You go to some grad school, you get out. You become a psychologist, you have kids, they hate you, you retire, and you die.
Why is your life flashing before my eyes? You know, I think you're all going to be okay.
I feel faint.
Except Arvin. Eric?
Oh, we're going to Sarah Lawrence.
Simone, I said I would consider going there, that's all.
What are you trying to tell me, Eric?
That I would consider it, okay?
I know you. You're backing out.
Backing out? I haven't even backed in.
Look, I'm sorry I brought it up, okay? All right, when Lyndon Johnson assumed the presidency, we had already established a policy of intervention in Vietnam.
Excuse me, Mr. Moore. Gang, remember, college recruiting day is Friday, first period.
Yeah, they know that.
Those of you who will be attending will be excused from classes.
They know that.
Just keep in mind that what you say, what you wear, and what decisions you make Friday will follow you to your graves.
Yeah, but, excuse me, may we? Do you remember our chat this morning?
Oh, yes, I do, Mr. Moore. And at first, I was crushed. But I said to myself, I'm the principal. This is my school. These are my kids. So in the future, will you please not interrupt my...
Interruptions?
Precisely. Carry on, team.
Girls, I've made a decision. I am definitely going to Caltech.
Great, Arvin.
Or Princeton. No. I'm definitely Caltech. Or Princeton. I mean, Stanford. No, definitely Columbia.
Arvin, who cares? Guys, listen to this. Students and faculty gather at Dean's residence for conversation and tea. Look at these suits. Who are they kidding? Nobody at MIT dresses like this.
Yeah, just the kids in the brochure, the ones that got accepted.
Come on, Darlene. Okay, here, look. There's somebody who dresses just like me.
Read the caption. MIT students in Harvard production of Tobacco Road.
Arvid, you gotta help me dress better. I need help picking out clothes, matching colors, you know, putting together an outfit. Alan, I gotta make a good impression on the MIT recruiter. What do I wear?
How about a car cover with cuffs?
I need advice, not abuse.
I'm sorry. You really want my help?
Yeah, I need... No. What am I gonna be able to do in 4 days anyway?
You? Nothing. But in the hands of Alan Pinkard, Pygmalion Revisited, I accept the challenge.
Yeah?
It'll be like clearing a slum, like turning a garbage fill into a cricket pitch, like
I just want some help picking out a shirt.
You just don't pick out a shirt, you make a statement. Look, we'll go to my tailor, we'll tell him it's an emergency, and remember, no plaids, no prints, and for the love of God, man, no horizontal stripes. What's that scent you're wearing?
That's bean dip.
Dennis, we're talking MIT, not Bozo U.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not that easy being dull. How do you do it?
Oh.
No. Sorry.
Get it? Oh, come on, please.
Eric, I thought we were, kind of serious about each other.
We are. I'm serious.
Well, then why do you want to get away from me?
Well, help me out here. When did I say that?
Well, you don't want to go to Sarah Lawrence. That's where I'm going to be. Ergo, you don't want to be with me.
Oh, hold the ergo right there. Why do I have to be where you want to be? Why can't you be where I want to be?
Where do you want to be?
I don't know. Ergo, what are we talking about?
Sarah Lawrence. It's so beautiful. Once you see the leaves changing color or walk across the lawn, do you understand? A lawn.
Yes, I understand. A lawn. A wide expanse of grass covering field mice and other rodents.
Eric, think about it. Professors in tweed jackets with pipes, canoeing. It's always been my dream.
Simone, if you want to go canoeing with a bunch of old guys with pipes, be my guest. What does that have to do with me?
It's becoming pretty obvious you just want to get away from me.
Look, you want me to talk to the Sarah Lawrence recruiter? I will talk to him, okay? You happy now? Jeez.
Don't slouch.
Okay, if I could have your attention, please. Pay no attention. I was saying, since recruiting is during first period today, and...
Mr. Moore?
Yeah, I know. Just ignore him. Politely, of course. Anyway, as I was saying, since recruiting is during first period, that didn't happen. Obviously, there'll be no history class. So those of you who are not going, it's a free period. And if you are going, once you've finished your interviews, please return here. Then you can use the time as you see fit, okay?
Mr. Moore, Ms. Mira?
I suppose we can let her in.
I'm glad you noticed us. Your doors were jammed.
No, actually, they were both locked.
Locked?
Listen, Charlie, the recruiters are ready for you all now?
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Good news. Let's go, gang.
Wait a minute. Where's Dennis Blunden? If he's out filling up those water balloons, so help me out.
Oh, my goodness.
It took me 4 straight days, but I turned him into a yuppie. Another day and I'd have had him voting Republican.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, you care to join us at the gym?
Bye. Goodbye.
Come on, Janice. I think the adults would like to talk.
I am just as adult and mature as anyone else.
I'll play jacks with you.
Okay.
I changed my mind. I don't want to talk to this recruiter.
You said you'd keep an open mind about it.
What's the point? I'm not gonna go, ergo, why talk?
Everything you say puts more and more distance between us.
What's going on here? I mean, you keep trying to tell me what to do, and we're not even married yet. Not that I meant that as a proposal or anything.
Well, just what do you mean?
Look, if you want to wear tweed and smoke a pipe at Sarah Lawrence, fine. And if I want to stay a non-smoker and wear black leather, that's what I'm gonna do. And if that means to you that I don't want to be with you, then okay, you win.
Okay. Fine. Have a nice life.
Okay. It's not a deli, you know. You don't have to take a number.
I feel it, Mr. Moore. I'm on the verge of a decision. I'm almost on the verge of a decision. I'm on the verge of being on the verge of... Okay.
What's wrong?
I don't know, Mr. Moore. I've completely lost my self-confidence, and I just don't feel... I don't feel like me.
Well, you certainly look presentable.
Yeah. That's it. If there's one thing Dennis Blunden is not, and never will be, it's presentable. Thanks a lot, Mr. Moore.
Incidentally, your tie is on straight.
Oh, thanks.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Harvard recruiter.
Oh, yes.
Is he here? Maybe I'm early. That's not good, is it?
You're right on time.
Oh, good, because I want to make a good impression on him. You work with him. What's he like?
Actually, I don't work with him.
Oh, I understand. I should have known that a classy gal like you would be dating a Harvard man.
Absolutely. Unless, of course, that Harvard man happens to be a classy gal. Have a seat, Mr. Pinkard.
A Pinkard? No, my name is Blunden. Dennis Blunden.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How'd it go at Sarah Lawrence?
Great. They love me.
You don't seem too thrilled.
Well, now that I know that Eric just wants me to go away to college, how would you feel?
Well, how do you know that that's what he really wants?
Well, I don't. He's not talking. Maybe you could...
Let's say that you and Eric do stay together and you get married and you have kids and you have these little problems. How are you going to solve these problems when I'm not around?
You're right. I guess I should just forget about him.
She says lotion. Lotion.
Isn't that a beautiful buzzer?
Oh, you like the buzzer? You gotta see what I got in my locker. It's this plastic vomit. It's great.
Where do you see what I'm working on? I'm testing the effects of zero gravity on whoopee cushions.
Mr. Moore, you got a minute?
Actually, I don't, Eric.
Okay, give me a half minute. I just need advice on something.
Well, I'll tell you the answer to all your problems. Talk to her.
I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Moore. At first, I hated your idea of inviting the armed services to this thing, but the kids like it a lot.
I've made a decision.
Great. Congratulations.
I think I just joined the Marines.
You what, Arvid?
No, the Marines have a very fine program. I'll get a good education in field artillery maintenance. I'll get to see the world, and I'm gonna get something I've always dreamed of. Biceps.
Go ahead, Mr. Moore.
Go ahead and what?
Well, you are going to talk him out of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No. I've never been against people doing things for their country. Besides, I admire anybody who wants to hike 20 miles with a fully loaded backpack, sleep in mosquito-infested swamps, eat year-old meat out of a can. You have a lot to look forward to.
Year-old meat?
What a disaster. I completely made a fool out of myself. I totally blew it.
No, you didn't. He loved you. He said you'll make a great doctor and you got him to stop smoking.
Really? Great. How'd you do?
Awful. You ever try to talk to someone who just quit smoking?
What happened?
Well, it looks like I can kiss Harvard goodbye. Harvard man, a woman. I mean, I thought he would be... Was she... Well, this is as articulate as I got.
Well, looks like the Cold War is back on.
War! War! No, I don't want to go!
It's okay. I did talk to that recruiting officer from the Marines, and he said that all you agreed to was possibly a second meeting, so you can change your mind.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Moore.
Alan, let's say that you did blow it with Harvard, okay? Is your life over?
Actually not. Thinking about blowing it is a lot worse than actually doing it. Well, anyway, I think Princeton has a better wine cellar.
Well, you did learn something today.
I learned something today. If you're not going to be yourself, at least make sure that you're not Alan.
Okay, well, Eric, Simone, did you two get anything out of this?
No.
Not really. Except for I'm never talking to him again.
You're never talking to him again? Again?
Simone, Eric, outside.
Again?
Again. Now, where were we?
I guess he wants us to settle this ourselves, huh?
So?
So? Listen, Simone, I never said that I want to get away from you. I just think that this is a decision that I gotta make with a clear head. And I can't do what's wrong for me just to make things nice for you. No matter how much I like you.
No, Eric, it's my fault. I should apologize. I realize I've been pushing you to enroll in the same school as I do, and that's selfish. I just can't imagine not seeing you every day.
Listen, Simone, if I'm gonna be a writer, a real New York writer, then I gotta have the streets, you know? I gotta have the energy of the city. I want to go to a college that anybody can afford, where there's all types of people, and you can be a part of what's happening. I want to go to City College. I mean, if it was good enough for Patty Chayefsky and Bernard Malamud and Upton Sinclair, I'm sure it's okay for a jerk like me, even though it may not have canoeing. On the other hand, if you keep looking at me like that, I'm just gonna say to hell with it and go to Sarah Lawrence.
No, you'd hate it. You need the inspiration of a greasy, noisy city, don't you?
Yeah. And you need to be around oak paneling and old, musty, out-of-print books. I mean, that's your dream. So go for it.
So what about us?
Simone, college is a long, long way off. You really think we ought to start worrying about that now?
Well, yeah.
Look, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, Sarah Lawrence is only 38 minutes from here by train.
How do you know that?
I timed it.
You did?
Yeah. Come on. You think I'm gonna let you go away someplace where I can't see you anytime I want?
Good thinking.
Thank you.
So, I talked to Duke University and UCLA and Stanford, and I think I've made my decision.
Oh, which one did you choose?
None of them. I'm not going to college. My mom is the one who wanted me to be a psychologist. I want to be a singer.
Come on, Maria, do you really think you can make it as a singer?
Well, let's give her a chance. You know, I mean, you try something, maybe it doesn't work out, so then you try something else.
So you mean it doesn't matter what career choice we make?
Well, no, it's important that you make a choice, but it's not irrevocable. Look at me. I mean, I came to New York. I started out as an actor, and now I'm a teacher. I mean, who knows? Paul Gauguin started out to be a banker and became one of the world's greatest painters.
On the other hand, Hitler started out to be a painter.
Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Previously on Head of the Class.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
He's
really lifting weights. He's lifting weights.
Aren't you guys jumping the gun here? You're only going to be finalists, and that's if NASA chooses your experiment for the space shuttle contest.
If? This is major. We are studying the effects of exercise to counter the atrophy of long-term weightlessness.
This is it, Arv. The very center of the Space Center. Now.
Wow!
Arvid, look.
What?
Do you know who that is? That's Dr. George Milner. He is one of the top guys at MIT. I bet he's one of the judges. This is great. If he likes my project, I am a shoo-in to get an MIT.
If he likes my project?
There's only room for one experiment on the space shuttle. And that one will be Frog in Space.
I'd like to thank NASA for selecting me and my frog as finalists. Oh, Arvid, come on up here, Art.
Whoa! Oh.
Boys, I'm proud of you. In a few weeks, you will take your science project back to Houston and put it aboard the shuttle. Now, what do you say to that?
I say we're not going back to Houston, and there isn't going to be any experiment.
Okay, I'd like to start the day with a question. You think most of the significant achievements in history were accomplished by individuals or by groups? I go for individuals, and I'll tell you why. For example, in one of the most significant scientific engineering achievements of our century, the eminent English physicist Sir Lowell Manhattan single-handedly split the atom. This became known as the Manhattan Project. Now, another example. George Jean NATO, the American diplomat who, in 1949, created an alliance with America and most of Europe that still bears his name to this day.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about?
Skeptics. Okay, number 3. Dr. Polly Apollo, who, in 1969, single-handedly put a man on the moon.
No, man. We know that ain't true.
Okay, I hear a little dissent. Let me hear some facts.
The other day, you said it took 400,000 people to put one man on the moon.
Right. And Mr. Moore, the Manhattan Project involved hundreds of scientists working together.
And NATO took the diplomatic efforts of 11 countries.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Moore, I get your point. Science isn't about individual credit, it's about science.
So what's your point?
Well, in the interest of science, I shall return to Houston to work on Frog in Space.
Right. Houston, here we come. Put it there, buddy.
I think you should understand there are a few conditions attached to our going back.
What? You want the window seat on the plane? No problem. I'll even let you go to the lavatory anytime you want.
We're going back as a team in name only. We are 2 scientists working on an experiment. We are no longer buddies.
Well, welcome back to Houston. And you 2 boys must have a lucky star. Dr. Milner himself is going to help you prepare your frog for space.
Dr. Milner? Really?
You wait right here. I'll tell him you're out here.
Dr. Milner, that's great, huh? Art?
Yeah.
It's you, Arvid.
Here they are.
Dr. Milner! Dennis Blunden?
Remember, thanks for those frozen steaks you sent me.
My pleasure. And you remember Arvid Engen? My pal, partner, and buddy forever?
Hello, Dr. Milner. It's a pleasure to meet you. My colleague and I are honored to work with you. Get it off. For God's sakes, get it off.
Okay. This is the payload bay where cargo such as the space station and the Hubble telescope will be carried into space. We'll do all the prep work on your experiment here, then fly Baba, whatever, to Cape Canaveral for the launch.
Cool, we get to go to Florida?
Sorry, amphibians only. This is it. Not as big as you may have imagined. Normally, this wall is filled from floor to ceiling with lockers. Now, your experiment itself will have to fit within these dimensions.
9.99 by 17.32 by 20.32.
Listen to him. Is this guy a genius or what?
Why don't you boys take a look at the cockpit? I'll be right out.
Hey, great idea, huh?
Well, I would like to see it.
Is this great or what? Hey, come on, Arvid, you gotta love this.
It's very nice.
I can't do it, Captain. You've overloaded the lithium crystals. Spark analysis. Come on, Arvid, play with me.
No thanks, Dennis. I don't do that anymore.
Well, this is Mission Control. All manned space flights are controlled here after liftoff. Right now, we're running a sim. That's a simulated flight launch. Like a rehearsal.
This is incredible. We have reached the source, the mothership.
Dr. Milner, are these the orbital equations for the Hubble telescope?
Exactly. The computers will use them to compute the telescope's orbital path. Well, see you tomorrow in the CSR MIPSR.
I've got the specifications right here for the housing unit.
The floor should be polyvinyl plastic. We know that.
Right. And we'll need those temperature-responsive gaskets to seal the door.
We'll also need to humidify the unit with Ringer solution. Arvid, you're very knowledgeable. You ever consider going to MIT?
Actually, no.
You should. Miller, yes? I see. I'll be right there. Excuse me a moment, boys. Keep at it. I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll need the frog sock to keep him moist and to hold him in place. Hey, this is great, huh? The two of us working together like old times.
Well, I hate to admit it, but there are moments like these that I think fondly of friendships from the distant past.
It's not too late. We're still together. We can still be pals, partners, buddies forever. Come on, Arvid, what do you say?
Radius vector.
What?
The radius vector. It's wrong. I noticed it yesterday.
Arv, these are the top scientists in the country. They're not going to miss something like that.
You're right. You're right. It can't be wrong. It must be right. I must be wrong. Except I'm right.
Give me a break.
Dennis, if they launch with these numbers, the orbit will be too low. The Hubble telescope will slip back into the atmosphere and burn up. Sit down at the computer. I'll prove it to you. Go on.
No way. Arvid!
There, you see I was right?
I can't believe this. I am in awe of you.
What do I do now?
Are you kidding? We gotta find Dr. Milner.
Okay, I'll take the high floor, you take the low floor.
Come on!
Gemini capsule. It's amazing.
Mr. Moore! Mr. Moore, I'm really sorry. Excuse me. I need to find Dr. Milner. I think I just saved the Hubble telescope project from total disaster. Come, please help me find him.
Dr. Milner! Excuse me. Dr. Milner!
Excuse me, Brian. Dennis, I'll be right back with you boys.
It's not that. There's something wrong with that equation. The radius vector is wrong. It could throw off the Hubble.
You discovered that mistake?
Yeah. Oh. You know about it? I mean, of course you know about it. I never thought a scientist as brilliant as yourself could miss something like... You know, I tried to tell...
No. It's not an actual mistake. It's a deliberate one. Whenever we run simulated flights, we intentionally program incorrect data to see if our flight controllers catch it.
Yeah, sorry. This is me leaving. Very embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Do you have any idea what you've done?
Dr. Milner, it wasn't... it was, What difference does it make who did it?
It makes a great deal of difference. Whoever did this is capable of extraordinary work.
Oh, well, I didn't exactly, you know, I had a lot of, thank you. Thank you very much.
MIT, huh? I know your partner's not interested, but if you want it, I'll see that you've got it.
What? Listen, they already know about it. Yeah, it turns out they deliberately run mistakes during simulated flights to, test the controllers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I already embarrassed myself. There's no point in you doing it, too.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. They'd run mistakes intentionally. Well, you were right, Dennis. I mean, imagine me thinking I knew more than Dr. Milner. Well, I almost made a real fool of myself. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. You really saved me.
Hey, don't mention it.
Dennis, I've been thinking. You think frogs can talk? I mean, to each other.
I don't know. I guess so.
Because just think of what little Babaloo will have to tell his friends when we put him back in the pond. I mean, he's been in space. How many frogs have done that? How many people have done that? And we're a part of it. Hey, we're gonna be in the history books. Do you realize that? Engen and Blunder. We really will be buddies forever.
Right.
Come in.
Hi, guys, it's me.
Hi, Mr. Moore.
I just got off the phone with Dr. Milner, and he wanted you both to know that everything's going great.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
I'd like you to know that I'm really proud of you both. So get a good night's sleep. We leave early in the morning.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Oh. Mr. Moore, I just wanted to thank you for talking me into coming back to Houston. Working with Dr. Milner has been unbelievable, and I didn't think it was possible, but Dennis and I are really best pals again.
Well, as the Earl of Oxford said, all's well that ends well. Good night.
Hey.
Hey, Dennis. Before we go to sleep, you want to play a little canasta?
Thanks, Arv. I'm really tired. What do you say we just go to sleep?
Okay, Dennis. Whatever you say, buddy.
Arv,
Yeah, Dennis?
Night.
Good night, Dennis. Sleep tight. Don't let the Simex lectularius bite. Sweet dreams.
Oh.
Blunden. Dennis Blunden. Wake up, Blunden.
Arvin! Arvin! Wake up, Arvin!
Hey, Brainiac. Only you can see me.
Babaloo? You're Babaloo.
It ain't Kermit.
What are you doing here?
You lied to Milner.
Okay, look,
Shut up! You stabbed your best friend in the back. The only guy who's ever really liked you. Well, look at poor Arvid, sleeping blissfully in his hairnet. Enjoying the last happy night of his life, poor twerp.
Don't say that. I feel terrible. What do you want me to do?
Tell him the truth.
Tell him the truth?
Tell him now, or I'll be back tomorrow night, and I'll bring friends.
No, don't. I'll tell him. I swear to God, I'll tell him.
Don't forget, London.
Dennis and I are best pals again. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you guys what a prince this man is.
No, Arvid, don't.
No, Dennis, it's okay. I want them to know.
Please.
In my foolishness, I thought I knew more than everyone at NASA. I thought I discovered a mistake in the calculations, but it turns out it was an intentional mistake they ran for the flight controllers. But luckily, Dennis found it and stopped me from making a complete fool of myself. I mean, without this man, I would have looked like a total doofus.
Class time!
Morning, everybody. Take your seats. Before we get started, Dr. Samuels has something he'd like to read to you.
Class, one of your fellow students distinguished himself, and I thought you should all hear about it. Dear Dr. Samuels, while in Houston, a student of yours discovered an error in one of our equations concerning the Hubble Space Telescope. Although it was a deliberate mistake, the recognition of it was a remarkable accomplishment. I hope you will all encourage this student to come to MIT where he belongs. All of you at Fillmore High School should be very proud of Dennis Blunden. Signed sincerely, Dr. George Milner, Professor of Astrophysics, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I think we should all pat Dennis on the back.
Oh, yeah, with a baseball bat.
Hey, wait, what's going on here?
I think I have a fairly good idea, Dr. Samuels. If you could excuse us for a few minutes.
Envy's an ugly thing.
Dennis, you're mind-boggling. There's no mathematical formula for how low you can go.
Arvid, I can explain.
Why don't you do that, Dennis? I enjoy science fiction.
Yeah. Dr. Milner was all over you about going to MIT, and that really hurt. And I happened to find Dr. Milner first, and I tried to tell him the truth, but he just assumed that all I could think about was MIT, and I went for it. I'm sorry, Arv. Do you understand?
No.
Okay. You're angry. Go ahead. Cuss me out. Let me have it. I deserve it.
I'm not angry.
Arvid, come on. You gotta be angry. Hit me, kick me, spit on me, throw dirt in my face, anything.
No, thank you. However, I appreciate the offer.
Come on, Arvid. You gotta let this out. Let me have it. Give me your best shot.
Let's just change the subject.
Well, Arvid, you do have to let Dr. Milner know that this was your work.
Yeah, I would do that.
No. If destroying the last shreds of our friendship just to get into MIT means that much to Dennis, I'm not going to stand in his way.
Don't say last shreds.
Okay. Well, I think Arvid's made his decision, so why don't we start class? Dennis, you want to take your seat, please?
I just got off the phone with the Cape. Babalu's fine. He's moist and he's regular.
Join us, Dennis.
We have main engine start.
We have history of the making here.
T minus 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We have liftoff of the space shuttle, and it has cleared the tower. This shuttle carries a crew of 5, and it also carries an extra payload, a weightlifting frog named Babalu Ferrigno. He's part of an experiment designed by 2 New York high school students, Arvid Engen and his partner, Danny Bundle.
Okay, well, Arvid, Danny, seems appropriate if you want to say something.
I just want to thank you all for your support and cooperation. Especially my colleague, Dennis Blunden. His work on the project was invaluable. And without his presentation at the SSIP competition, we never would have won. Thank you, Dennis, and congratulations. This is the proudest day of my life.
Dennis?
Well, this is the lousiest day of my life. I got a project on the space shuttle. I'm a shoe-in to get into MIT. And none of it means anything because it cost me my best friend. Arv, I know you'll probably never trust me again, and I don't blame you. But I want you to have this.
What's this?
It's a letter from me to Dr. Milner explaining that you were the one who discovered the radius vector error and that I lied.
I don't believe this.
No. That's what it says. What do you want me to do with this?
I want you to mail it. I want you to publish it in the Times. I want you to do whatever you want to with it.
That could lessen your chances with MIT.
I know.
My friendship means more to you than going to MIT?
MIT means everything to me. Look, I sold you out just to get in. But I'd give it up in a second if it'll prove to you that I want to be your friend again.
Dennis, this is very big of you. I'll mail this right after class.
Good. Good.
Nah.
It's a smooth move, Arvid.
Pals, partners, and buddies forever?
Not so fast. You're on probation. Bundle.
I'll take it.
home ec. If God had meant for me to sew, he wouldn't have given me credit cards.
I really enjoy it. It gives me a chance to be wild, uninhibited, totally un-Simone. Look.
Simone, that looks just like the dress you have on.
Me? In yellow?
Hey, Vicky, how'd your dress turn out?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not really sure.
Oh, come on, Vicky. It's show and tell time.
What do you think?
Well, Vicky, I think if you can find 3 matching gloves, you'll look fabulous.
Fab, Vicky. Oh, that's not a sleeve, it's a turtleneck.
Yeah, for a giraffe.
Well, it just got out of hand. Why do I need to take home ec anyway? It's not like something I'm going to use later, like the de Broglie theory of wave particle mechanics.
Vicky, I think I can help you out here.
Mr. Moore?
Oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. I'm so bad I have to send my shirts out to be buttoned.
Give me a chance, Vicky. Look, how do you know I can't help you? Just 'cause I'm a guy?
All right, I was being sexist. I don't know that you can't sew. I just have grave reservations.
Yeah, will you just meet me in the home ec room after school, okay?
Okay, I'll give you a chance.
So we continue to think that the Soviet and American systems are polar opposites. And yet, the early writings of Lenin were inspired and influenced by Thomas Paine and many other American founding fathers. Okay, for tomorrow, chapters 12 through 15, okay?
Eric, do you really think you can help me fix my dress?
Don't worry about it.
Whatever you do, don't fix those jeans.
Don't worry about it.
Eric, you have a little chat?
Oh, sure, Mr. Moore. What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is what's on your mind. I mean, Vicky needs some help sewing, and suddenly you're winding your bobbin.
Hey, Mr. Moore, if you were blonde, beautiful, and couldn't sew, I'd do the same for you.
Well, I'm flattered, Eric, but if you can't help her, don't waste your time.
Hey, who says I can't help?
I never should have made this out of wool. All those poor little bald sheep walking around because of my vanity. Talk about bad karma.
It's not that bad.
No, how would you like to have all the hair shaved off your body?
By candlelight.
Eric, I really have to get this dress made.
And I am here to help.
Yeah, right.
Look, step aside. Let's see. The first rule of sewing is to match the number of sleeves with the actual number of limbs. Otherwise, it's like buying a pair of hats. So we take this here, try to get like a straight cut.
That's gonna it's gonna unravel now.
It's no problem. You just have to whip stitch the cut ends.
What stitch?
Whip stitch.
Hey, you really do know about this stuff.
A little, but don't tell anybody.
I understand. But how did you learn about sewing?
Oh, well, when I was a kid, my mom used to take in piecework for some of the fashion houses down on 7th Avenue. She used to put me to work, you know, painting stuff, cutting patterns. I could do things with a pair of pinking shears that'll make your head swim. See, you just sew. You know, I like working this closely with you. Maybe when we're done here... No. You know what? Why don't we start all over, okay? Totally new fabric, new design, new everything. Okay? Let's see. You know how I see you? I see you in a gownless evening strap. I mean a strapless evening gown. Here, let's see. I could see it maybe hanging straight through here at a peplum.
A peplum? Isn't that what babies eat?
No, it's not. It's that thing that hangs down in the back. Like a pannier, you know? That's not you, that's not you. You know what? How about a Russian gypsy outfit? Made out of velvet. Yeah, a black velvet bolero jacket with some lace inserts, maybe some epaulettes with pom-pom fringe.
You know, I thought you just called me in here to hit on me.
Shh, I'm thinking here. How about a bubble skirt? Yeah, a bubble skirt made out of gold with some black brocade, and I'll trim it with some bullion and bugle beads. This'll be great. Trust me, okay?
You know, Eric, this routine you're pulling with Vicky is pretty underhanded and deceitful. Good work.
I can't believe you pulled it off this long. You've had her going for days.
Yeah, I mean, pretending to help her with her sewing project. What a concept, what a scam. What a man.
Wait. Unless he really is sewing.
Oh, yeah, we didn't think of that.
Me? So? No way. What makes you say that?
Hey, here she comes.
Hi, guys. Oh, Eric, I thought you were gonna put the stretch lace on my hem.
Yo, guys, could you excuse me? This is a little personal here.
Stretch lace problem.
What's with them?
Nah, you know guys.
Yeah, that's why I like you. You're different.
Maybe not that different.
You know what I mean. I feel really comfortable with you. You know, I get the feeling that this could turn into something more than just a friendship.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta get going. See you this afternoon.
Bye, Eric.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
How's the home ec project coming?
Great. Eric has been a big help. He's done all the sewing. He's even designed me a whole new outfit with a bustier and epaulettes and a whole lot of other things I've never even heard of. Oh, I feel awful.
Well, you needn't. I mean, I've never heard of a bustier either.
No, it's just that I promised Eric I wouldn't say anything. A lie like that could carry on into your next life and your life after that.
Yeah. Well, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, but in my next life, you could be a blabbermouth.
Psst, Vicky.
Oh, hi, Eric. You ready to go work on my dress?
Shh. I finished it myself at lunch. Couldn't stop myself. I went on a bead binge. I guess you can't string just one, huh? That was a dress joke, Vicky. Forget it.
Eric, this is beautiful.
Put it away, and for God's sakes, don't muss it.
But I can't believe how great this dress is. It's sure to win the competition.
Excuse me? Competition?
The Junior Fashion Festival. My home ec teacher is going to enter the best dress from the school. This one is sure to win.
No kidding. That'd be great. You know what? If this does win anything, you take all the credit.
I can't take credit for your work. I didn't do anything.
Come on, you did a lot. You bought the fabric, and what's a dress without fabric? Mostly thread.
Oh, I get it. You're afraid of what the guys might say. But you've done such great work. You should get what you deserve.
Vicky, if anyone finds out that I made this dress, I'm gonna be the laughing stock of the school.
Well, okay. I'll take credit for it if you want me to.
Thank you. And don't drag the dress. You'll knock off my beads. They're very delicate.
Dr. Samuels, another announcement?
No, I'm here because I miss you. Of course I have an announcement. Gang, one of your very own has been selected to compete in the city's Junior Fashion Festival. Vicky Amory, let me be the first to congratulate you, dear.
How about our favorite surprise announcer, huh?
Guys, I really don't deserve this.
Oh, yes, you do, Vicky. Come on, I watched you work hard on this. Way to go.
Vicky won? Are you kidding? Well, just the last time we saw it, it had 3 heads. 3 arms.
Yeah, I mean, how did you get the hang of it all of a sudden?
I guess a little fairy helped me.
I thought you helped her, Eric. No, I didn't mean. I guess she meant fairy in the leprechaun sense.
Bye, Mr. Moore.
Dear Mr. Moore.
I really need to talk to you, Mr. Moore.
Yeah, I know.
What am I gonna do? I promised Eric I wouldn't tell anybody.
Well, that's Eric's problem. You have a different problem.
I do?
Yeah. It seems you cheated on a home ec project.
You're right. It was cheating, wasn't it? I never really thought of it that way.
So what are you going to do now?
Eric, I can't do this. I cannot accept credit for your work.
His work? Will you keep it down? It's not my work, it's her work.
Eric, you made that dress.
Eric can sew? No. Eric cannot sew. Come on. I don't know the difference between a whip stitch and a double back cross through hatch mend.
Admit it, Eric, you are a fabulous designer.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are. He has an incredible eye for fabrics.
Ooh. No.
Yes.
Well, when do we see your spring line, Eric?
That's Mr. Eric to you.
You shouldn't try to hide it. You have a great talent.
You have a fabulous talent.
All right. I admit it, okay? I made the dress. I can sew. I'm better than any of the other girls in home ec, and I'm proud of it. I don't mean girls. I mean guys. You know what I mean.
Oh, hey, Eric. I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on the fashion contest.
Yeah, gee, Eric, you must be very secure in your masculinity to be able to express your sensitive side so effeminately.
I'm not sensitive, okay?
Yeah, guys, you only did it to hit on Vicky.
Hey, Eric, Vicky must be very special to you. That's so sweet.
Hey, I'm not sweet. Read my lips. I am not sweet.
Eric, where's Eric? Sarah and I need you to settle an argument for us. Now, I wanted to buy a Pepito fringe, but Sarah says that the poof is making a comeback. What do you think?
About what?
Pepito or poof?
Either, both. I don't care. I don't want to talk about it.
Gosh, if he feels that strongly about it, they're probably both passé.
Yo, Eric, can you suggest an outfit that I can wear from Metal Shop to a date with just a change of accessories?
Look, will you all just leave me alone? I don't want to talk about it. Thank you.
What's wrong with you?
Well, what's the problem here?
I don't know. We were just talking, and all of a sudden, Eric had a hissy fit.
All right, that's it, man.
Hey, Eric, come on. Hey, please, sit down. Thank you. Look, I can understand everybody wanting to tease Eric. I mean, he's an easy target, right? Yeah. Guy has a talent for designing women's dresses.
He's great.
Of course, if he decides to pursue fashion as a career, then he's going to have to fly to Paris and Rome, all over the world, mingle with the rich and famous, and be inundated with beautiful models. And then there is all that money he's going to make.
Money? Eat your hearts out, macho man.
So, you guys agree. It's okay to make fun of Eric designing dresses because he's going to make a lot of money and beautiful women are going to chase him. Is that it?
Yeah.
So it's also okay to make fun of his masculinity because we know he's straight. Is that it? What if he was gay?
But I'm not.
Eric, we'll come to that in a moment, okay? What if he was? What if he was gay? Would that make his dresses any less beautiful? Would it make Eric less of a person?
I get the point, Mr. Moore. I mean, I know we've been giving him a hard time, but we were just playing.
Yo, it's okay, man.
Is it? Now, you have a talent, and it's something you really enjoy doing, and yet you're trying to keep it a secret. So you are as culpable as all of them.
Hey, I kept it a secret because I didn't want them ragging on me.
You kept it a secret because you're buying into the same tired concept of sexual stereotypes. See, there's nothing wrong with men who sew or women firefighters. There are no jobs that are gender specific, okay? Except maybe wet nursing.
Eric, I have great news.
Watch it, Vicky. You're stirring up dust bunnies. Listen, this afternoon, I'll need you for some alterations. And tomorrow, make sure you're at the Hotel Pierre by noon. I'll need at least an hour for the final fitting.
No, I cannot model your dress for you tomorrow. I have to finish my home ec project. That's the great news. I asked my home ec teacher, and she said that as long as I turn the assignment in by Monday, she won't flunk me.
Vicky, I can't get another model. This dress was custom designed for you. This show's important to me.
Passing home ec is important to me.
Will you forget about that tired high school home ec project? I helped you. Now you're not going to help me? Vicky, do you have any idea what this could do to a person's karma?
I'll be there.
Hey, Mr. Moore. You know, I got to thank you. Before, I was really embarrassed by this whole thing. But now, I see how much money there is in the rag business.
Oh, and I said that?
Not in so many words.
Well, I thought you wanted to be a writer.
I do. This is just a one-shot deal. Look, I show my dress, right? Someone big sees it. They're gonna sell it worldwide. Even if I only get $1 a unit, I'm gonna be rich. And then I can write in leisure.
Eric, it takes years of training to become a successful designer. It's like anything else. It takes years of hard work to make it look as easy as it looks.
This is different.
I don't think so.
It is. Look, this comes easy to me. So why shouldn't I capitalize on it? Look, who knows, Mr. Moore? I may be a genius. Vicky, try not to bunch the fabric.
Okay, okay, Eric.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting.
Well, don't. You'll wrinkle.
Excuse me, Mr. Genius. When is this thing gonna be over? I have a home ec project to sew. Not to mention my physics homework, my English lit, and my calculus.
Look, relax. I'll be right back, okay?
Hi, Vicky. Hi, Mr. Moore, I am so glad that you're here.
Oh, got a few butterflies, I guess.
I do. Oh, it's great, isn't it? I love fashion shows. The glamour, the excitement.
Where's the dip?
If you mean Eric, he's over there.
I mean the food.
Down the hall.
That is such a fabulous dress. It's so professional. It has the panache of an Ungaro and yet the quiet authority of a Chanel.
Yeah. Look, I'm hungry. Let's go. Huh? Come on.
You look really nice.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Moore. Vicky, please do not cross your arms. You're gonna crush the velvet. And listen, one other thing. I've been observing some real models, and well, they walk with kind of a slouch, you know, kind of like this. Okay? See if you could do that, because it will de-emphasize your bodice and put more emphasis on my outfit.
The dip.
No, slouch. Sorry, Mr. Moore, it's nuts around here.
No, I understand, Eric. Certainly looking very au courant.
What are you saying? I'm effeminate? No, it's okay, because I'm fine with that.
Look, I know you're frustrated here. It's your first dress, your first fashion show, and, well, there's a lot of pressure. But I don't think you have to take it all out on Vicky. After all, this did get started because you wanted to make sure she liked you.
Mr. Moore, this is way bigger than me and Vicky.
I don't think so.
Look, no offense, but I think you're a little out of your league here, Mr. Moore. I mean, in the classroom, hey, wisdom like Solomon. But this is the fashion world, Mr. Moore. It's a whole new ball of wax.
Yeah, just to watch and learn, huh?
Exactly. Vicky, please rise. Now, all you have to do is smile and be a walking coat rack.
I am not a walking coat rack. I'm a human being. And I'm sick and tired of you telling me how to walk, talk, sit, breathe, how not to sit, and how to slouch.
Yes, but you're wearing my dress.
Your dress? This whole thing started out as my project.
Yes, but it's my dress. It's got my imprint. It's got my style.
Yeah? Well, now it's got my style.
Look what you did to my dress.
No, my dress.
Mr. Moore, do something.
I'm watching and learning.
What? She's destroying my dress.
No, my dress.
No, my dress.
Who are you?
I'm Max Benedetto, president of Princess Morningstar Dresses, and you, Cupcake, are wearing one.
Oh, that's my dress. I made it.
Who are you?
Mr. Eric.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Eric. That dress is my Russian gypsy model 476 winter line of 81.
Excuse me, maybe I can inject a note of sanity into this.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Charlie. And Eric here is one of my high school students. Now, this dress started out as a class project, and, well, I'm sure that if he accidentally copied your design, he's got a logical explanation for it. Is that correct, Mr. Eric?
1981 Russian gypsy outfit? My mom must have made 100 of those when she was taking in piecework for Princess Morningstar.
I can understand how this could happen, kid. You know, you're not a bad knockoff artist. Come and see me when you graduate. In the meantime, if you ever rip me off again, I'll break your kneecaps. Nobody messes with Princess Morningstar. Nice chatting with you, Mr. Charlie.
Ciao.
Look, what can I say? Will you ever forgive me?
No,
Come on, I gotta be able to do something.
nothing.
Well, what if I help you with your home ec project?
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna do this one on my own.
Okay.
Oh, but there's just one thing. I'm working on this pair of slacks, and, well, I think they might have one too many buttocks.
I can help with that.
You'll never guess what happened. We met Mr. Blackwell, and he gave Dr. Samuels a few fashion tips.
He said I look like a recycling bin with lapels.
Ciao, kids.